did you miss me? Probably not, because we see each other every single weeknight of the week, but I missed you. Maybe you missed the money, right? And that's what we're about to find out right now. How much are we playing for tonight? As you can see on this wheel, we've got $1,000 slots, $2,500 slots, and $5,000 slots. Whatever we land on, that is your prize if you answer all of the questions correctly. So let's do this thing. Let's spin the wheel. This is an impression of me swimming through money. $2,500, baby! Yes, that could be yours if you answer all of the 10 questions correctly. They start easy, they get harder. You're going to have about 10 seconds to answer each one, and if you get them all right, you get a piece of that $2,500 prize pot, so stick around. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
You know what time it is. 10 grueling questions, thousands of contenders. They all enter, but only a few will emerge victorious with that sweet, sweet cash moolah. They've trained for this moment all their lives, and now they're ready to put those thumbs and brains to work. This is trivia. Tonight's pot is $2,500, and in case you're just tuning in, shame on you. I will re-explain the rules. 10 questions. You'll have 10 seconds to pick your answer and choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay and hang out with us and keep tapping along for fun. See how close you can get. Practice makes perfect. All that good stuff. Okay, you ready to do this? Here we go. Question 1. Which of the following is not a body part mentioned in the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes? Head, shoulders, calves. Which of the following is not a body part mentioned in the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes? Head, shoulders, calves. This song helped me learn all my body parts. I mean, between this song and the Hokey Pokey, we are setting kids up for success in the anatomy department. Quick question. Is the Hokey Pokey really what it's all about? I mean, all about? Like, that doesn't sound just a little too simple to anyone else? Do we have any proof that the Hokey Pokey isn't some government conspiracy? What? There's no proof that it's not. Keep your ears to the ground on that one, but keep your eyes and your ears and your mouth and your nose on the prize. Time for question 2. This flower is a national symbol for the Netherlands. Lily, tulip, daisy. This flower is a national symbol for the Netherlands. Lily, tulip, daisy. Very bold to pick a flower as your national symbol, Netherlands, but I like it. It shows us you're the strong, sensitive type who's secure in his masculinity. You doing anything after the show tonight, Netherlands? Sorry. The Netherlands. Also, adding an article to your country's name? That's fancy. You're really saying all the right things. So yeah, pick me up at 9. Wooden clogs optional. Tulips are the flower most closely associated with the Dutch. Tulips is also what you need to kiss goodbye to Q2 and say hello to question 3. How many inches are in a foot? 6, 10, 12. How many inches are in a foot? 6, 10, 12. I think this technically depends on your shoe size, but why is everyone so obsessed with feet? Why not ask the deeper questions like, How many inches in a hand? Or how many millimeters in a forearm? How deep is your love? I mean, these are the things we, meaning me and the Bee Gees, want to know. Well, you know me, I gotta give the people what they want. You want the answer? If you don't already know, there are 12 inches in a foot, and that's just the start of imperial measurement logic, which only gets worse from here. 2,000 pounds in a ton? Really? Why? Who cares about SI measurements? The only ton we're having here is a ton of fun, right guys? Guys? Question 4. All of the following are #1 songs by Katy Perry except Firework, Eye of the Tiger, Teenage Dream. All of the following are #1 songs by Katy Perry except Firework, Eye of the Tiger, Teenage Dream. Her first #1 single was When She Kissed a Girl and She Liked It. Who knew that was just the beginning for her? You know, when Britney did that to Madonna at the VMAs, she got a lot of flack for it. But when Katy debuted with it in 2008, people were obsessed. Make it make sense! I am rooting for all of my pop princesses, regardless of who they're canoodling. By the way, Katy Perry kisses Hollywood hunk Orlando Bloom goodnight every night. Nice work, Katy. And nice work, all of you. Eye of the Tiger is a lyric in Katy's #1 song, Roar, but not the name of the song itself. Keep it coming, champs. Question 5. The title of the new musical comedy on Apple TV Plus, produced by the creator of SNL, comes from which movie musical's title? Brigadoon, Oklahoma, Guys and Dolls. The title of the new musical comedy on Apple TV Plus, produced by the creator of SNL, comes from which movie musical's title? Brigadoon, Oklahoma, Guys and Dolls. This is a new show about a couple who get stuck inside a musical and can't get out until they find true love. It's probably on the top 3 worst places to get stuck, right after a Trader Joe's line that wraps around the entire inside of the store so that you must get in the checkout line to even begin shopping, and that little crevice between a rock and a hard place. Isn't a rock just another hard place? Please advise. Schmigadoon is based on the title Brigadoon, but pastiches many more classics in the process. Do you guys hear that? It's the hills alive with the sound of quizzing. Question 6. Which of the following deserts is incorrectly matched to the continent where it's located? Gobi, Asia, Sahara, Africa, Mojave, South America. Which of the following deserts is incorrectly matched to the continent where it's located? Gobi, Asia, Sahara, Africa, Mojave, South America. A desert is a climate with very little water, but do not fret. We'll be making it rain tonight. That's right. You'll put yourself on the map tonight if and only you can locate these deserts on, I guessed it, a map. A desert is classified as a climate that receives less than 10 inches or 25 centimeters of precipitation per year. I have no idea how they measure that, but how will you measure up? The only desert incorrectly located in this question is the Mojave, which is located in Southern California, North America. We're not ready to desert just yet, though. Let's stick it out. Question 7. Correctly rank these iconic New York City venues' capacity from smallest to largest. Radio City Music Hall, MSG, Yankee Stadium, MSG, Radio City Music Hall, Yankee Stadium, Radio City Music Hall, Yankee Stadium, MSG. Correctly rank those from smallest to largest. You can read them again. New York, New York, the city's so nice, they named it twice. But did we ever stop to think that maybe they had to name it twice because one name just wouldn't be enough to physically hold it? It's the biggest city in the US with over 8 million residents. And that's just over at Mount Sinai. Yeah, well, if I crack myself up anymore, I'll need to hit up Mount Sinai for some stitches. Not sure of the capacity in that famous New York City hospital. Yay, hospital humor. But Radio City holds 6,000, Madison Square Garden can seat 20,000, and Yankee Stadium is the granddaddy of them all with 54,000 plus. Question 8. Which of the following authors' names is not a pseudonym? Louisa May Alcott, George Orwell, Mark Twain. Which of the following authors' names is not a pseudonym? Louisa May Alcott, George Orwell, Mark Twain. This set of answers feels like a summer reading list. You guys remember those, right? Your mom would drive you to the library 2 weeks before the end of summer vacation. You'd have a list with like 40 titles, but by the time you got there, all they had left was the book none of the other kids wanted to read. Always Grapes of Wrath. And then you'd read the whole thing the weekend before school started, and that was that. Now, we're not asking for a book report here, only the right answer. Louisa May Alcott is the only author here listed by her given name. The 1984 author's real name is Eric Arthur Blair, boring. And Samuel Clemens? I mean, not quite the same ring to it. Question 9. A grumble is a term used to describe a group of what type of animal? Geese, pugs, badgers. A grumble is a term used to describe a group of what type of animal? Geese, pugs, badgers. Are you ready to grumble? Seems like a grumble should be the name for a group of dads all waiting in one of those seating areas at the mall. You can tell they've been asked to guard the bags, but are really all just napping, right? If there aren't any seats left, they'll just stand outside of Victoria's Secret, hands in khaki pockets, trying not to make eye contact with anyone. Those guys were born ready to grumble. You spent how much on body spray? Calm down, Dad. We're about to bring home big money in trivia. A group of pugs is known adorably as a grumble. Ain't nothing to be mad about there. If you are, though, unfurl those brows. It's time for the final question. Question 10. Which of the following was not invented or proposed by a person born in the nation with the current largest population in the EU? The stethoscope, theory of relativity, the printing press. Which of the following was not invented or proposed by a person born in the nation with the current largest population in the EU? Look, I know it's usually quality over quantity, but in this question we want to know both. Which European Union country has the largest population and invented the most stuff on this list? And look, just because your country is small doesn't mean you can't invent something important. Look at Switzerland. Tiny country, way up in the mountains, with the most highly sought after wristwatches in the world. Folks, time is a ticking. Did you make the most of it? Germany. Germany is currently the nation with the largest population in the EU, and all of these, well, except for the stethoscope, came from German mines. Woohoo! Money all around display bees. You crushed it. You crushed it. You crushed it. You came, you played, you slayed, and you got paid for the knowledge you displayed. Take the weekend, everyone. Rest up. I'll see you all back here on Monday for more trivia. Good night.